At some point, we're going to have to move on and hang up the cleats. No matter if you play for 30 years or if you play for 15, it can be a hard transition. Just recently, I did a TEDx Women's Talk on this subject of reinvention and transition. Although I felt pretty prepared for retirement, it was still difficult. The feeling of grieving an entire past life and birthing a whole new identity, it's tough. All transitions are the same, whether we're going from middle school to high school to college, college to the real world, leaving the past and starting something new. It's just not easy. First tip is nothing in life we do is wasted. Everything that we've done in the past, we must continue to bring it with us. So if we had a job in high school, if we competed in another sport, we carried some traits. We learned some new traits, we learned some new values. So it's so important that we bring that with us. I know playing as an athlete, I was a great teammate, I had discipline, I was dedicated, I was consistent, and going into my new chapter, into my new life, those were the things that I had to bring with me. And those are the same things that you're gonna have to do, whether you had a job where you were held accountable, you had responsibilities that you had. As you go into those transitions, make sure that you tap into those traits because those have built your foundation. Some of the things that I believe helped the transition to be as smooth as it possibly could be was having a community. It's so important to have your tribe and your circle of people who can help you fill the gaps in certain places that you may be lacking. It's also to be around people who are like-minded. I know for myself it was important to be around business coaches, business professionals, because that was what I wanted to get into post softball life, getting into real estate circles, getting into circles of other women who were going to support me and be that backbone when I know that I needed to have that extra support. So important when you go through that transition that you have a community that you have your tribe of people. My last tip that I can give you when you're going through a transition is to make sure that you reach out to mentors. It's important that you find the different avenues that you want to go down and find the people who've actually been down those avenues and reach out to them. I wish that I did this sooner. I didn't start to do this later into my career, but if you are a high school student or you're a college athlete, a college student, the time is now. On your off days, reach out to those mentors. If you want to get into marketing, if you want to get into sports, you want to get into physical therapy, reach out to those people on your days off, have coffee with them. Send them an email. Make sure that they know that you exist, but try to find those mentors because it's so huge when you actually go through that transition. Those mentors are going to be the ones that you're going to want to lean on. This is something that I wish that I did earlier, so make sure you reach out to those mentors. Transitions are hard when you think you don't have the tools in your toolbox. So remember, nothing that we do in life is wasted. So always go back onto what you have built in the past. Live off of that foundation of those skills that you've acquired, the traits that you've acquired, bring that with you through that transition. And always remember that you're not alone. You have a community that you can tap into, people that support you, and reach out to those mentors, people that have already gone down that street that you can kind of depend on. You can kind of watch them, lead by example, and reach out to them. Make sure you rely on those mentors. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, you like, you comment, you share. I also want to hear what you guys want to know. Make sure you leave that in the comments. I will see you guys next time. Take care.